This is our first event so far in this hall, and I am grateful to the gods. And one of the things I love about the African spirituality is you can never be in control. There was never a time that mankind was in control. You have to get to a certain place in your life or in the work, in the spiritual work, for you to be in control. Majority of you who are watching from the internet will wonder why first event I've not taken my bag since morning. When only you know they carry things for head, that's so it will be you. But the gods can see my heart. They can see our heart. They can see how committed we are. And they know what I am pursuing. So my prayers to them is, one day, somebody will walk through this door, from the gates through this door, and the person will serve me the way I serve the Mrakbos, the way I serve Emma Okoro, the way I've served the Zobis, the way I served the Chigwe, and everyone I have served in my life. I was thinking ahead of time. I was always ahead of them because I wanted the best for them and because I was a true servant. And that is one of the reasons why where I am today. One of the major reasons why where I am today is I serve. I serve. And one day somebody will walk through this door that will serve. Then things will be in order. So I am sorry, those of you who are watching. Obviously, some of you there are wondering, why is the reminder dressed like this? Abi, none of them they wonder. I suppose they're on white, Abi. But the gods knows best. And you, Itoha, and three of you were the one that stayed in my house. This is not, we are not talking about people that know me last month. Now don't know me for 3 years now. And there are some things, when it comes to the things of the gods, if they are not number one, nothing should come in. But all of you were focused on cooking. Even the Bible said it. Or they talk. Sometimes when they talk, we say, we follow African spirituality. At least when I don't see person when we want to do something for our ancestors, we should support our head. Then wrong told me that your mother is calling you. Say, my mother. Who is my mother? Who is my sister? Say those who have taken them, number one, they are my brothers and my sisters. Myself and my wife, we watched a video. He said, when as a woman, when you are married to a man that has a vision and purpose, you will always be number two. The most strongest women are women who are married to men who have a vision and a purpose. When you are married to a man that has a vision and a purpose, no matter how you find rich, no matter how you good rich, you can never be number one. Their purpose, their mission is number one. They are the men that will tell you, if you are not interested, get out. And that is why I can tell you, one of the most successful men I have encountered in my life, till today, he's still a success. M.I. Okoro, Ernest Uzih. And I think this is very common with Igbo men. Very common with Igbo men that are married to women who are truly their wives. Not my Isoko, not the Bini. Most, you are from Bini. Most successful Bini men, when they know today, their wife not near them. Now men, when they go tell you something, if you like, kill yourself, not consign them. What did they want, they go for? But a lot of, you need to hear about Emma Okoro. Obviously, you will see this video. You will be surprised I'm talking about her. The day Joy went to go and greet Peter Mrakbo, Peter Mrakbo was saying, Victor vote. So I did. What did I do to you? I said, nothing. He said, how many years? It was just 7 years. You were just like other staff. I didn't increase your salary. It was only contract. I told you to supply laptop for the office. Why are you carrying my name everywhere as if I am your God? I say, you will always be my God till I die. Because even as I worship deities, you are still a Christian. The deities will trust me that even as I abandon your religion, following them, yet still committed to serve you, we can trust him. I'm going what I'm saying. I'm going somewhere. What it means is that deities blesses those that are committed to them. Why? Because the spirit of commitment is already in you. It's embedded in you. Emma Okoro said, my wife is everything I have. She was there from beginning. See, you can be with a man when a man they suffer. And when he make him, I never hear him, as he make him, he begin to abuse the woman, they maltreat the woman. Women, I know why. Why? After I work for her, as he get money, he begin to carry women, they spend money for that, they suffer. Do you know why? Because women, you guys have a memory that you easily forget whatever action you took, propelled by your emotions, you forget. So that day that you were emotionally and you did something, and you said something, and you went to meet him, and you say sorry. Now he marry Isoko man. When you tell Isoko man sorry, you go say, okay, now lie. Now lie. He will pay you back. Do you know that there are men that are suffering today in poverty, and they know what to do so that they can become rich, but they said, I will never do this thing, because they want to suffer their wife. The man go follow you, go church, go mosque, go shrine, make things better. But they say, you, money come. You go live now. You go worse past like this. And they will say they will not. You guys need to understand that wealth attraction for women and men, success for women and men is different. Women want success so they can tell their friends, you'll not be my level. Men want success so they can pull their friends from poverty to join them so that the job will become easy. That is why when this man gets a contract of 100 million or 200 million, the first thing that comes to his head is, that my friend wants to build that thing. Guy, I don't blow. You feel can't walk. You feel can't join, can't walk. But I lie. If now woman get that success, he not go ever call any of his friends, right? I go just call them, make they come party, say they do a 40th birthday, 50th birthday, celebration. Now there they will come shut down street, say that they do baby dedication. So you see why some of you married, you are fighting for your husband to be. And you see, I said something today, the most deceptive people on earth, between a man and a woman, who they deceive past? Now man, no. Do you know that men has a tendency of marrying a woman to suffer the woman because of what the woman did to them when they were dating? They say, I go marry you. Or why will a man spend millions of naira to pay a woman's bride price, bring the woman to Lagos, and kill the woman? And everybody, they arrested the guy. The guy not sent. The guy said when he knows say they don't do it, he said, he just, let's go. Why do you say I'm guilty and I'm kill him? And they can't go. Nothing like me. He said, no, judge, let's go. Because the death of the woman has given him satisfaction. Why is this? It means the fall of a man, the rise of a man is in the hands of who? The women he has around. It's one of the major reasons I teach my men to be polygamous. Because when a woman discovers that you cannot change the other women, you know what they do? They start adjusting themselves. As long as food they come house, children they eat, then they pay school fees, you go adjust. Okay? They will adjust. they will adjust. But I tell you, make sure you treat her like the queen that she is. Let her get the best of all. And treating a woman well is not money alone. No. You see women, they will forget. Make I buy my wife a Mercedes-Benz of 100 million. Today, my wife fit verse. Say he asked me for hair of 70,000 and not buy him. The next thing is that, what have I done? I know you don't love me. Now so, like yesterday, 100 million. That one, other men not they do one. A woman will rubbish it to the ground. Meaning they are only loyal to how they feel. If they are loyal to how they feel, what part of a human experience is connected to sex? Feelings. When a man is horny, he is feeling to have intercourse. What it means is that if you want to get the best from your woman, if you give her only money and the sexual part is not fulfilled, you are doing nothing. My father would tell me, if they do any, make sure say when you are done, she cannot go and take her bath. She go just sleep off till the morning, then carry on with your life. She's not going anywhere. Do you know some of the most powerful female deities that were responsible for wealth, protection, both on earth and after earth, were all sexually affiliated? The ones sitting behind you, only virgins, now they serve them. And there are special days, we will not start it. Even if we go start her for here, it will be secret society, it will be secret. There are special offerings that they offer to her where women will be having sex with the priest, like a sexual ritual with the priest. If, for example, I have court of Nephthys, and as a priest, then I have like 4 men that want their business to be okay. In the temple, there will be women whose job is to worship Nephthys, and that is their own. They dance and make love to those 4 men. And the next 3-4 days, money don't come. Business don't go. 100%. Go to the Basilica, St. Peter's Square. Pornographic image in the roof. Go to India. Do you know India religion is more connected to snake and sex? Then, to my greatest surprise, rituals that were carried out. Now, me and my wife even wash them. And I came to a conclusion. How come Osiris, I never put them for here. How come Osiris slept with Nephthys? That was because it could be that day. It was a day of our worship. And there was orgy going on. And she shamed Osiris to sleep with Osiris. You see, even among the gods, they tell us men, how women act. If you are nobody, no woman wants to come around you. Who told you there were no other female deities, other male deities? But why was Nephthys eyeing her elder sister's husband? And between Nephthys and Isis, why was Osiris and Seth fighting to take Isis to leave Nephthys? Because Nephthys was the sexual essence of the gods of that family. But Isis was the reserved, the mother. And like every other man, we want the one that is reserved. That when we want to carry out that ritual, that sexual ritual, it is only us that have access. Hence, it was after then, Nephthys required, in fact, it was the resurrection of Osiris that Nephthys gathered virgins, because she now understood why she was never picked at first. She knew the power of sex. She was the one that made Seth very powerful. Seth became the king of the desert, powerful. Prior to the birth of Anubis, Osiris was just the king of the world. But there was never a time it was recorded that Osiris had wealth. It was after Anubis was born that we started hearing of he was the king. And you guys know that for Osiris to have been killed when Anubis was already a man, it must have taken over 100 years to like more than 1,000 to 2,000 years before Seth was able to kill Osiris. Meaning the relationship between Seth and Nephthys was ongoing. Was Isis aware of it? 100%. Was Seth aware of it? No. Was Osiris loving the company? Yes, because after Osiris resurrected, Seth, Nephthys remained the consort of Osiris to today. And that was all Seth said. I will make sure that those children you say you love more, I will suffer them. I will send my minions to them. I will send my demons to them. I will send my spirit to them. And Isis and Anubis said, as you send your demons and your minions and your spirit to them, we will send our demons and our spirit to them. And they will not come the one over. It is them that the spirit will be endowed in to fight you. Hence, one of the most powerful species, both in the spirit and the physical realm, is human being. Do you know that there are some deities you worship and you think you are going to the water to go and worship them? As you just in near water, they don't come out. As you are full, you are safe, you now come back, they will come back to the distance. And I said this and I will keep saying it. More than 90% of juju deities we have in Africa, I use the word 90%, meaning if we have 1,000 gods in Africa, 800 of them are malicious spirits. They are members of the set court. I said something. This is the house of the gods. But most of you don't understand. They don't live here. They visit here. And their time of visitation is always at midnight. The ones that is always here in the day is Ra. Anubis sometimes come in and go. They stay here. Hence, the best time for you to come to the temple to pray is very early. And I've noticed it and I do it. Anytime I come to the temple on time, before 8, and I just come and I tell something, say, look what I want, before evening, money go full everywhere. But when I come late here, everybody don't go. Unless you summon them. You stand before this one, you call its name, you summon. He just come visit briefly, listen to you, judge you. Yes. When you talk to them that you need a child, they judge you. Because as you just open like this, they talk. The one when one make you not born, go, you don't show. You cannot give. I thought you said you are a deity. You are supposed to be just. Why can't I give? Because for every deity to bless you, they take permission from their father. They go to the next level to take permission. This is my worshipper. They don't go below. So, Shango don't need to go and meet Oya for permission. But Shango need to meet Horus. Shango need to take permission from Horus. My daughter, I need a child. Go give. And a lot of, do you know that all of these deities, they walked on this earth. They walked here. Their feet hit this earth. Service. And that is why, right from when I was young, one of the first things I do when I meet people is to tell you who I am while I am laughing. So if you want my relationship and you want to last, I'm not begging you to act like me. Me, I will not act like anyone. I'll be myself. Be yourself. The moment I come to your house, I will do exactly. I'm that kind of person. If I come to your place, how you want me to act, that is how I will act. So if I come to your house and your house is not conducive for me to stay, I will already leave. But I will never disrespect you. I will just already leave. And the worst come to worst, we will see for Kingfisher. Abi? Because I go to drink. I do party, you visit me. You do, I visit you. You can never see anybody casually visiting me. Because even in ancient time, it was uncommon. Mano can come to my house because Mano is my child. Mano can come to my house because Mano is my child. My grandmother said, all her years with my grandfather, can never hear that somebody come to visit, but he go to visit everywhere. But I say, which you go people house, they go, they drink their drink, they do. He say, so that the drink for house go day. It was not because he was stingy. It was because He understood what it means for you to protect your aura. There are so many things that we have done, that we do every day, that have hindered us from connecting directly with the gods. At least today, he experienced my person in this area. Not because I have money, but I have lived my life in a certain way that people can literally inconvenience themselves. He was surprised that, that old man, that guy senior me, wash car, do everything. He was trekking down. When I was coming, when they called him, he was trekking down. Hero used almost 20 years senior me. I mean, no. Hero is going to 50 something. But if I call and say, I want to see you, will come. But guess what? Hero get money past me. Hero, they marry. He don't want to collect the sixth one now. They plan for the marriage. Yet, he would time say, no, madam is enough. No marry. I say, because madam is enough. You know, Hero have almost close to 5 houses. He have one here. He have 2 in his own community. He has money. Hero is not hungry. I say, you dey enjoy from polygamy, make I not enjoy from his side. But the respect that they give me, I know they abuse them. So when some of my children come like this, I will say, oh yeah, I'm gonna give them money, give the boys money. Because this is where I'm going to stay, I'm going to live. So tomorrow, they say, now guy who's the children be that. There is so much we can get if we align ourselves with the gods. There is so much we can get if we align ourselves with the gods. So welcome to today's event, Sex, Prostitution in African Spirituality. Now when girls they come on, you are surprised I'm dressed like this, Abi? So you are not surprised I'm dressed like this. You should be surprised now. Normally I should be properly dressed with white. So the reason why I did not dress properly is that my people came and they were just after food. My bedroom was not properly cleaned. It was messed up. They don't carry children full everywhere. And I cannot bath in such state. I don't know whether I don't stay. How many Soko people there? I don't go in Soko. When they say Soko men, they try to they very. And there are some people, not just the Soko men, there are some people, even when they want to go and take their bath, if the bedroom is not clean, they cannot. They go be like saying, that's why I be. Not be how I was brought up. Those are one of the criteria of being a true priest. It's not TikTok filter. It's not wearing white. It's not TikTok filter. It's not wearing white. When I started this cornelius, I visited one priestess for Bado. When I go in house, he arranged one white shirt. That time, I dey use white shirt. All of them begin to buy office white shirt. Arrange one white shirt. Put lights everywhere. But the entrance to the house was flies everywhere, messed up, smelly. I couldn't stay. Yes, they do juju work. They see they call, is it Jehovah? Get one name when they call God that time. Maybe Jehovah. Emmanuel. We cross when you go for hand. You see, they said Christianity started in Africa. We established Christianity, the idea of this, from Ethiopia. It was the adoration of the original worship. It was the adoration. They wanted to, it was the adoration. Go and read Skoro. See, Oyibo man remade the Luxor temple, the pyramid, and they said if they were to remake it now to be here, you can't look at the pyramid. I said the day I watched the Luxor temple, for the first time I saw lions. I said, man, I don't walk out for this street before. I said, yes. I said, I've walked on this street. That's the major reason why all my trip when I look for going to this thing, if Luxor not there, I'm not going. I told my wife, I said, if Luxor is not part of the trip, I'm not going. I said, I've walked on this street. I said, that day I was walking, I was following a convoy of a king, and I was a priest. I was carried on a chariot. People carried me, and what I was sitting was like a chair. They carried on for this thing. I was wearing white linen. I was a priest. I was walking on this street. I was a very powerful, influential priest on this street, but I was not a king. I told my wife, I said I walked on this street and I was waving people because these two lions, this deity, epidemic, the head was on the street, like from beginning to the end. I said I walked on this street. And I told my wife, that street was made on pure marble. So the nonsense story they talk, say, this, that. The heaven that they say, the whole place was shimmering with light. The whole thing was marble. It was a story of how they bet. Kemet was like a leisure ground. What you call Egypt today? You know where, okay, see where we stay. When we build city where we just go relax by the river. That's why you see that Egypt is just by the Mediterranean Sea. Across is Israel and Gaza. As of 6,000 years ago, the whole place was closed. It was totally closed. There was nothing like Middle East. It just as we built this place now, we just go and come relax. Then after many years, one of you now come to tell your children, you can't turn out to one book, say and I visited the hall made of white marble and the rest of it. Was the story of Kemet. The white man did an assimilation of how Kemet used to be. The most poorest person in Kemet was feeding properly. And they were the farmers. They were not rich enough to serve deities. They were only serving Bastet. Bastet is among all the deity, is the cheapest. And we see it every day in our life. Cat is the only animal that does not even want you to take care of. It's not expensive to take care of. It's just there. In the night that you need protection, it's awake. In the day that he knows that Ra is taking care of you, he had gone to sleep. These were the natural phenomena our ancestors were literally studying to understand. And when they started studying them, the spirit behind them started appearing. Hence, you see bastards today. Time came that our ancestors did not know them. It was revelation. They started revealing themselves to them. Do you know why every afternoon you see me make noise? Pew, 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 pew. You know, Horus and Ra, they have almost the same head, the same bed. Now they hear so. The moment time reach middle of the day, it's either is on top of this part of the temple or here. You see, I was talking to Arobina and I made him understand a little. And a lot of people have even encountered. They said it was how you portrayed the African spirituality. I am not rebranding the African spirituality. Know this, Franca, I'm not rebranding. I'm not trying to make it look beautiful. I have not even meet up the bar. What I was asking you to do. Even the Benin that we came from, white men, they said they came. The streets were shining with light. Meaning we've not meet up. We are barbaric. We are barbaric. Like we are backward. This is the way we dress. This, now the real native, whatever. The moment we don't park on this temple, you are coming to the temple, there's a certain way you dress. You can't just dress any. You go do them. Linen. You make a linen gown for yourself. There's a style to be made. Men, you cover your hair down. Linen material is not for cheap, it's not for poor people. There is a way you go, even if you don't drive motor, there's a way when you go dress and enter keke command. As you enter keke, they go just they look you. Linen not going to make you the sweat. So not to say you go the sweat. Before you go enter this temple 4 times, if this deity not give you car to come here, that means you need deliverance. As you enter here now, don't you really want to come and park your cars outside and come? Some of them comfortably use keke come. But after you came here, you are going back with keke again, you go to say, no, it's not supposed to be so. One of my sons is here on live, Kingsley. Kingsley just, since he said, he just say, I post, say, I don't ban other Mercedes Benz. Now he enter, he golf, drive, go beach. Go shout for them for beach. I don't understand. How my papa go they drive big motor and call the what kind of a thing? I'm supposed to be buying for him. As he do finish, the answer is prayer. But it's the same thing I said that side. The deity will answer you. I told you, what did I say? When you encounter me, I will bless. When I meet you, the first day I meet you, I bless you. I'm not wait till tomorrow. The first day you met me, I bless you. The first day you met me, I bless you. Anything that happen after that is your own. I gave you a message. I called your husband. Your husband, where are you? You say you travel. I got angry. I said, nah, she no. And you saw the repercussion of whatever they have came from it. A lot of you are serving the deity. May they bless you. That is one of the incentives. But sometimes, if you now know what they call money, you go understand why some people, they go extra mile to get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And all of them are join here. 5 years from now, una go enter here. Things go to happen for una life. They say, Kai. You say, I don't give person cash. If I transfer nothing they happen, you don't have sense. When you transfer money, you are pressing that for now, Madam Franca. If you are calling your husband, for example, now, does your phone connect wire to your house for him to pick the call? It's wireless. So you don't know spirituality is wireless. No, wait, you don't know the internet is spirituality. So you transfer money because if hand not touch hand. You never go Isoko. You don't know what is Sagba. They know they touch you. As you do like this, they'll just do leg like this. I drink to that, you don't enter your body. And sometimes they will give them the time when you go take activate. When party don't finish, everybody don't go. It go hoot you. It don't go. You went there as a drum and you feel it, you cash them. You send her back. As you send her back, this your finger, you point her for ground, you don't lock her for your body. You don't come up your hand for ground. Now then you go to move around. You know go when you go to say, I beg him. I shoot you sack back. Next time you come begin to say, oh guys, I know they come up for you. Why? They worry you know who I be. You tell me either you buy drink or you buy drink, you call beg, you call remove her. Everybody know their own. I was in Iyede when I went to go and meet a very powerful Babalawo in Uli. Now that time I meet no say that time when GSM just come newly. People they buy GSM, but people we already Babalawo don't they use GSM, they send juju. You would talk to them for phone, they will tell you say, oh yeah, put your thumb or your first finger for ground, and they send and come. They will forget that they will send it in. You don't see him go your room, the corner. You think will appear for corner. It was later I realized that majority of those things were malicious spirits. When you receive it, they will give you what you will do that is highly impossible. But you see this deity, they will tell you what you will do that is very possible, but your physical self will not be religious enough to carry it out. It could just be between 12. And that's what I say. I'll give you between 12 million to 3 a.m. Make sure you do between 12 million. But you see, they'll tell you that the moment it hits 1, bang, do it. You can't do a 102. You say, maybe the same thing and a 1 now. They don't shake it. They will give you something impossible. That is how malicious spirits act. They will give you something impossible. It is not only in Christianity, not only in Islam, even in African spirituality. But how many of you believe that with the watered religion and myself on earth, everything will change? Nothing will change you. It is only you that are here. You are trying to exempt yourself from, either you are trying to exempt yourself or you want to now jump into the ladder. Because as we day here, they talk about, oh, they have done this. I told my wife, 1,000, 2,000 years coming, people will start lamenting. What are those people? Now they get this word though. They worship, don't you know, they worship horrors. Those people, all their presidents, they start talking against us. Because the truth is this, the Christianity we fight today, they only change this for their own. In our own case, we are returning what they change. At the same time, try to make some things that will make people come in so we can lead. Who tells you people to be not know who they call horrors? Wait, see, there is no politician that does not know. They know everything, but they cannot talk. People when go suffer. You know when they suffer in the affairs of hierarchy. You see, we, human beings, we the citizen, we they suffer. Do you know the other people when they suffer? Police. Do you know that police is a spiritual, is a call, is a calling. There are people that are born to become police. Do you know the work of the police is to keep order? Do you know the god of the police? Epidemic. So in ancient times, we had the police that were staying in each street to see that there is order. Women don't dress anyhow, men don't dress anyhow. You can't kiss in the streets. There are lodges you can go to. You can't walk this way. You can't. When the police cannot handle it, they take it to the county chiefs. When the county chiefs cannot handle it, the moment it gets to the priest, and the priest cannot handle it, it gets to the king. If the king cannot handle it, they will cut your neck off. You are dead. You are a rebel. But time came. The Roman saw the system of the people. They called them the gatekeepers. And they introduced the gatekeepers. But when they brought the gatekeepers in, they became the informants of the politicians. There is no how you want to tell me. The way Nigeria police act here in Nigeria, that's how Ghanaian act. That's how American act. That's how UK, that's how they act. It's a spirit. Do you know why? Let me tell you something. Not only Nigeria alone. The Ghanaian police are underpaid. The American police are underpaid. They are the one that knows criminals. They are closer to the crime than any other person. But guess what? If we can make their life unbearable, they will chase something that will destabilize them. In African spirituality, there were no teachers. There was no school. They will not employ teacher to teach. There was not. Teachers were the priests. Now read your Bible. And Mary and Jesus, on that day that they worshiped the ancestors. Let me tell you how it actually was. Because the story of Jesus going to the temple did not happen in Jerusalem. It was Africa, the way it used to be. That was how they used to do. 1 in 10 days. 1 in 10 days. You know, 10 days makes a week in African spirituality. 1 in 10 days is everybody is allowed to go. It was a normal African system that there is a certain stage a child goes to, the mother can no longer take care of that child again. When it comes to women, the girls are transferred to their grandmother to stay with. When it comes to boys, the boys are transferred to their own father. So women became lonely. The next thing is to get pregnant. Hence, you will see where a woman will have. My grandmother had almost close to 8. Now, after the first one died, say not born again. My mother planned on giving birth to 14 children. 12 years, went to the temple. And when he got to the temple, who was Jesus asking questions? Was it teacher? The priests. They were the teachers. In African spirituality, in ancient Kemetic, the priests were the teachers. Then, if you want your child to become a priest, what do? You don't enroll. You dash it to the gods for life. They walk into the temple and they cannot come out again. They cease to be your children. Hence, there were fewer priests in ancient times. For you to be considered a priest, the father and the mother will come to the temple, swear before the gods that their child is actually extraordinary. So there was no emotions. Like if I do and I say, anybody when get son, if you bring your son to the temple of Anubis, we'll make him a priest. We are giving 500 million naira, a house in Banana Island. All the women, they will say that their son, they are extraordinary. But then you can't lie. Thunder, when they come, it was still active. It will strike you down there and burn you to ashes. No smell. They will pack your ashes out. You will fall down. They will pack it out. Go and check it. There were graves very close to temples. But those graves were not where they buried priests. Priests had their different graves. Why did the kings build their graves far from town? Elevated platform. Elaborate burial rites. And please, human sacrifice was never part of African spirituality. If you see that somebody was buried with the king, it was the person that volunteered themselves. Why? because of how the king was. And I have experienced it. There is a way you love your master. When your master died, you want to die with him. It happened with Cleopatra. Where Cleopatra was to die, the people say they want to die with her. That they cannot imagine their life alive and they are not there. That was when there was service. Every day they talk about this service, but people don't know. I left Oka where I was schooling and moved to Asaba without the hope of what I was going to eat, what I was going to wear, where I was going to stay. My mother lived in Asaba, but I did not go to visit my mother's house for 5 years working for the Mrakbo. That my mother was even jealous. You can't be like, say, this Mrakbo, now they can't born you. You not call the reason me. I have not seen anyone that served me. I can only talk of one person, which is, I would say, Vakbo. But no one has served because nobody want to serve. Why did Vakbo serve me? Because Vakbo saw me, my process, serving. As you get money, you dey serve Mrakbo. Who am I? He's an honorable guy. So na person won't get sense. Whereas the rest, do you know the person that was staying under my roof, my own boy, went to go and tell my boss that they can do a better video recording. They now went and brought light. They want to record Commissioner of Justice. Money they come. As a record finished, 1 episode. No, they did 2 episodes. And they want to go and edit. And they told Oga, may they give them money. Oga come tell the personal assistant, may they transfer 30,000 for them. They say he not go reach. They say how much? They tell my Oga say 250,000 naira. Now he call secretary say, how much votes they do? Say na 10,000 naira. 10,000 say, that's why I even give them 30,000 because I know it's 10,000. I went back to continue recording. Why? That day, I went with my boys to Oga office. Oga now transferred, was it 10 million? Transferred 10 million, that they should send 10 million to my account. Oga now gave me 1.3 million cash. Then the following day, I said, we will go record them, Oga. They just escorted me. I gave them 10,000 naira each, 3 of them. And we went the following day, we recorded and we left. When they finish and they go, I give them for 5,000. May they go. The 3rd day we went, the other boy not follow. The one follow, they carry face. I said, what is it? Are you okay? The next thing your guy say, vote, don't worry, just stay for office. Make them they handle this thing. As an I say, yo boys. I say, Oga, that day you sent 10 million. They were aware. I told them that Oga just knocked 10 million from my account now. I get some things when I need to do more. Tomorrow we can't record. And then after we recorded, you gave me 1.3 million. They thought it was the video money you gave me. They didn't know it was message you were sending me with the money. He said, He said, cut that. The money I gave him is not for video. It's to buy laptop. Shame catch them. But guess what? The idiot, he don't go tell big cameraman. Me, I they use normal Nikon till they do Oga work fine. They go bring Canon Mark 4, 2 Mark 4, brought studio lights. They do everything. Nah. One of the boys say, he said when you see the boys they come, they just scatter Oga office. They say, which people be this? They say when they work. What about vote? But my own, I will just carry tripod stand, put camera, and when they do finish, the work was not even as fine as what I was doing. Can Oga tell me sorry? No, he's my boss. But that was the end. I did 1 episode. He said, don't worry, just focus on office. They started calling NTA to come and record for 25,000 naira per episode instead of the original 10,000 naira. Oga cannot tell me sorry because he's like a father to me. But greed made those boys lost an opportunity, and that was that they left. We'll go to what carry us come today. When I thought they wait, Abi, Rose, you are not serious, so they need and you for class. I saw somebody bearing Keddy, but the name is not Kingsley. Something Caroline Keddy. Eh? His wife. Obaro Keddy. I like that. Okay. So, sex and prostitution in African spirituality. Now, it's not compulsory. Why is that? The Shango has his own independent rights to deal with his worshippers. But there are some certain requests you make towards a deity. The deity does not have that jurisdiction. And secondly, in the spirit realm, it's hierarchy. You are already worshiping a deity higher than Shango, and you call on Shango. Shango cannot deal direct. You respect the one. If you are not worshiping Horus, Shango is the highest. Like me, the highest deity I worship are the ancient deities. Hence, waiting that they give Shango, I know they give them. I don't worship Shango the way the Yoruba worship Shango. I don't worship Eshu the way Yoruba, the way the Igbos, the way they worship Ekwesu. No. Now, our ancestors have placed some things you do. When you want to worship Oshun or Olokun, you carry base and do all those things. The deities are already used to that. They know that. You come like that, okay. But when it comes to Eshu, for example, now, they say they use red oil and the rest of. But I can literally summon Eshu and he will come and I will talk to him and I will have a conversation with him and he will tell me what he needs or what I need to tell the person I need to tell before he can go on a message. The reason is because all of these deities are our protectors, our messengers, and they do our bidding. Like they are by nature to do what we want as long as we are loyal to them. So you can tell Shango to go and kill your neighbor because he made you angry. He will not just go and kill the neighbor, but he will go and test the neighbor. Is the neighbor worshiping a deity higher than myself? A conversation has to be made. But if I say the waiting they worship, in not rich, I go tell you, your Peking don't use my Peking play. So I give him 7 days. The deity go appear to him. You get person when you offend you. That's some of you. You will just be lying down. You just see like a glimpse. The person both of you quarrel. You go just appear somehow. You just say, go apologize. Say me. I'm not going to apologize. Waiting that person they worship pass your own. They don't talk. They just won't tell you, say, go beg. And you think because you worship these ancient deities, they cannot do evil. They will do evil. Do you worship Anubis? Some of you worship Anubis. Yes, sir. Now stand before Anubis and I stand before Anubis. Who will Anubis listen to? I have more edge than you. You worship Anubis, I worship Anubis. I have so many things to hold Anubis on the neck and he has no choice. Say, this man, at the right account of everything. So it's not just my spirit that will tell him on that day when I stand before him what I have done. As they come, they pick me, will they go the other world? I go begin to discuss with them. Just as that woman was discussing with Anubis. Anubis, remember that day when I was building your temple, that I had no money and I was not crying. They call them blackmail, spiritual blackmail. That's why I tell people that, what have you done that you can tell the gods, hey, I don't want here, go and get it done. Do you know what I passed through? I lost my marriage. I lost my leg. I was faithful. It was not for money. The gods have no. They will start fighting themselves because the moment they know that you are faithful, why would Oshun appear and want you to come? The moment they know you have this, you see this faithfulness service is a gift. Faithfulness is a gift. The moment you have it, deities start clamoring around you. Now, then go just come around you. around you. And I tell people, every single rich man you see on earth today, they did not pursue money. They pursue loyalty, including Dangote. And most successful men were men that made money worship them. And I will teach you guys this night when we get to the beach. If I cannot go on meeting with you guys, I will host another meeting. I will host another meeting to tell you guys how to make money worship you. The moment you are no longer a slave to money, Franca, you go build Plaza 1, Plaza 2, Plaza 3, they pay salary, but from heaven and earth, from your head to your toe, put it in your account, fit not pass 100,000, fit not pass 200,000. But you don't get Plaza 1, Plaza 2. People will say, you be like, I don't know. 100,000 can I just put it aside. But you don't get this, you don't get this, you don't get that. When they say Dangote, they jam a trailer, I tell my wife, I say, Dangote don't get money. See that 20 million? Say, they pay that guy. It's not from his pocket. Because I've seen a billionaire that owns a big plaza, and more than 4 acres of land inside Lekki Free Trade Zone. Have a big plaza inside that side, mainland. Get his own street for Lekki Phase 1 here. But I was in his house. He was calling person, say, madam never cook for house, I beg. If you just sell like 50,000. But how they drive most of those cars? At least my wife don't learn now how they drive those big cars. Because those big cars, don't be still, don't be them get them. Now the businesses they have established, now you get them. You'll be surprised that times we go, one of them must get to that. They just say, this man talk am. So I'm actually driving this car, but the car paper is bearing Uzih Wise Limited. We are just the founder. Somebody called me, do you have sense? I said, I have sense. How can you buy this whole land? You are building house and you are putting a living trust, not for family members, also for people you have never met? I say, yes. Yes. Everything I own. The moment I start getting old, some of you guys that will be with me to that old age, I will buy finish. As I begin to call, and I will just receive email address. Your children, if you receive 150 million just pay to your account from the Hudorian Trust Fund. How? Now they don't enter trust fund. I'm not going back. I'm in the house of the gods. I can't lie here. There's nothing we own today that any of our children will have the authority to sell one sand. They cannot. Ali, if I've spoken to Kisley about it, a lot of people have told them. The Dangote families day when they collect dividends, trust dividends from the Alikos family every day, every month, every year that they collect. The Wigwe family they collect. But the man is gone. I tell you guys, for the next 50 years, Access Bank can decide to change their name, but the family will keep enjoying. The Hebrew family can rebrand their name, but the family they can't be poor for life. The Flavian family can change the name to the Vatican City. Who told you? It's Flavian family. It's Flavian family. Do you know the Flavian? You cannot know them. Money is the water they drink. So their mind has been programmed that money is not what they pursue. So they control the price of gold. They control everything. You chase it. Do you know dogs is a chaser? You can't hold dog down. It's a spirit. Hence, in ancient times, dogs don't come close to them. And that was why Isis turned Anubis to a jackal to look like a dog so that Seth can go away. When you start chasing dog, what does it do? It runs. When you stand, what does it do? It comes back to you. That's how money is. And the Latin, they understand the power of money. That money does not stand, it runs. Hence, they call it currency. They do this thing. My wife was raised and bred in a family system. My father-in-law may watch this and he will say, yes, it's true. My father-in-law is this person that keep money, save money. Because he's a man that is coming from a place where brother did not help, mother did not help, from actual poverty. So money was big. So my father-in-law's satisfaction is that there is money in the bank. So he can be in the street, you will not say get money, but there is money in the bank. Until finally he gets to an age, retired, and the money in the bank started going. Whereas my brother-in-law, the first son, had so many investment opportunity. They were telling him to have entered. Guess what? Now my father-in-law now don't turn to investment teacher. My son, buy that land, buy the house, buy this, buy this. No, my father-in-law now wants me not to keep money in my bank again. Rather, I should just be buying. Use one word. If I had known. Because those times, my father-in-law could literally come home with 1 million every month. Money will just do there. Go drop 100,000 for them. Money is there. Money is there. So sometimes wealth mentality. That is why if I go to office like this to go and collect contract, they will not give me. They're not going to ever give me. But if Arobina go now, sharp, they will give her. The way he is looking. The way he is looking is appearing. Okay, if you think I want to, people that bought my bid 1 million, the way you wear it, they tell me, say they don't wear it like other bid. One say, after I buy and wear it from my hand, I throw away the rests. That mindset alone is a form of worship. The spirit of the bid is happy. Somebody got my bid. He get bid finish. Person can't get eye problem, they blind. I gave you the testimony, Abi, Madam Oga, and I was telling you that when I encountered her, I have done my job. The next thing is what is left for her. And let me tell you how spirituality work. If I do work for you now, the work don't work, then they go do something when go attack your emotional state for you to draw back. As you draw back, when they go come, they go block everywhere. That the matter will become harder and stronger than it was. Then we now have to now step to the next level of warfare, which will now become a stress on me. Now that time, Lord Uzih will begin to shout, "You do your mad job. When did I tell you not to do it? Are you normal? You are giving me headache." Now, if you like, I did it to this lady. So that's why some of us get money, some not get. And I said something in Port Harcourt. Rosemary, you were here. I said something in Port Harcourt. I said, some of us, we have gotten to age that we don't have Savior again. Like the information we need to save ourselves, we are getting those information at the wrong time. So how do we get to save ourselves? How do we get to save ourselves? So that the information we are getting now can still help us is service. Is it Biome or Abiyoye? Abiyoye is this, the one that left, Abi? Biome. Abiyoye. Served him for more than 25 years. The question here now is this. We didn't know what happened. If nothing truly happened, the man would not have started his ministry. As let's say now, as Kingsley Dana, who come they serve me. After 30-something years, something will now happen. At least Kingsley don't know what they happen for African spirituality. Now, what you go do? Now to go start in your own open temple. Start. Now, the time this man is starting is already past. How am I going to now start raising another sons? Is that the religion you want me to go follow? Religion that does not know how to reward? You know that no feature that nonsense for you. Now Shango go knock me for night. At least now opportunity for Shango to say, you leave us now, they worship ancient gods. Oh yeah, ancient gods, you don't fuck up. Knock them. See, there are some things you can't do with juju. Wait, now me build this place, Abi. When I tell you, sometimes I know they see, Umay couldn't hear me. I'm not making math. I'm not making math. If I know, there are times, for this temple, I fear to enter. If I go inside, go pour libation. There are times I get scared. Why do I get scared? I bet that this is temple of Anubis, house of the gods. I will tell you, since the day this roof enter, My wife is hearing this for the first time. 170 million people dead has visited this place. Anubis have brought them to this altar, asked them questions on this altar, and walked them out. 170 million people. If you think I am joking, go online right now. Let's try it now. From January to this time, how many people have died in this world? You'll be surprised that the number is close to what I just called. 170 million people. Mo try am. Mo check am. Mo just check am be. Okay. We started the temple last year. The temple was roofed last year. Yes. Was it last year? No, we started the temple last year, but we roofed it this year, be? This year. This year so far, debt is 100,362,000 deaths. Right? I said 170 million. So obviously, between December and the January that I started this altar, we raised this altar before I guess now, it was half year when we put it, or when we did the first blood ritual. 130 million. You guys want to see? You want to see? Come. You come. Come see him now. Word meter. Go and check word meter. Franca, come and see. They can't. As me I talk, now people they die now. Like at the time they record them all. Now, okay, look at 103. 103. They see 100 million. Now, it's reading. Now, look at it now. These are registered deaths. Not the one, not this one that died here. Registered dead. Registered death. Meaning American, they register the rest of. But so far, 170 million has entered here. So far. And maybe he must have taken some to Kemet, some to Zimbabwe, some to South Africa. Because those are the places. And I tell people, whether you like them or not, Anubis, they come here every day. The day it is come here. Because every other place they are supposed to go has been desecrated. They've turned them to call them to historical sites. They are now being owned by UNESCO. Can a deity be there? No. Now, guess what? Where they carry Isis temple go is not a UNESCO site. In Philadelphia, is not a UNESCO site. Vatican City, where you have the obelisk, is not a UNESCO site. Osun Shrine is a UNESCO site. So you find out why I told you that when I got there, Osun was just moody. Why? Is there anything they're going to do now? Water. If they make my water dirty, they drink dirty water. The moment I came in, I will tell you, for over 100 years, Osun smiled. And when I was to leave after the last day of the ritual, they gave me what? You went with me? They gave me a pure white cloth. We do the ritual, we stand. As I turn like this, I just see plain white cloth. I said, wait, I have to go back and pick it. But people, when call themselves Yoruba City, say that they worship Osun. The Osun I saw, almost the same thing with Onishe. White, clean, beautiful. All the nonsense you guys do in Osun. Osun blessed the white woman that decorated the place. What is UNESCO doing with a shrine? No, what is UNESCO doing? Do you know at the moment this place now, government now gets involved, the deity will go. How many UNESCO sites will get in Nigeria, sir? Osun UNESCO site. And when I came back from Osun, spirit will follow me there plenty. I was even possessed. Come go carry a jolo come put for temple. Come pursue spirit come out. Yes, as a human, you can become too enthusiastic and you make mistake. Because sometimes when deity won't deal with you, they go wait till when you can no longer save yourself because they want you to. Then finally, when they now come for your rescue, you come measure or look worship nearer. It go boom! That's gone. Just be like somebody now tell me now say give your life to Jesus. At the time, more than they hear for video. The day when I just hear say I don't become billionaire. If you tell me give your life to Jesus or Muhammad, 7 days you'll be declared one like missing. So everybody stay on their lane. Everybody just stay on their lane. Prostitution in African spirituality. Now, why is this very important and paramount? Sex plays a very vital role. In fact, it's the first act for anyone to come to earth. Sex is the first act for anyone to come to earth. And how did our ancestors use it to enrich themselves, to protect themselves? Nut, our mother sky, is a nourisher. Everything about Nut, as the goddess of the sky, explain the life of a woman. They say when woman they come, when they don't reach the age 30, some they will do squirting, water will they come out everywhere. Woman got to wet before you could get access to enter inside. Abi, what does the sky do? It gets wet and water comes out. But guess what? Latin, Roma, Greek, they change everything. They now made you people barren, dry, earth. Feminine spirit, mother earth. Can the earth produce without water coming in? Can the earth produce without water coming in? So they turn you to what? Okay, you are now mother earth. So what are you going to do with mother earth? Okay, now when we pour sperm, it's an be rain. It's a lie. Because if you don't dig, you not go meet water. Meaning earth already carry water inside. Until the rain fall on it to nourish it before something grows out. Hence, men are the ones that determine the sex of a child. Are you guys aware of that? Now then be these men, I get belly for you know. It's that why the intercourse is going on, they know that pregnancy will come from this one. Most men are sensitive enough to know the pregnancy will come from this one. You must know. Because from the vaginal dilation, the wetting, the acceptance, their body goes in. Except the man, at that time, is not potent enough. So, how come our society is decaying? With the money, but we are still poor, we are still suffering. It's because the order has switched. They said, olden days, first time, they call it the matriarchal period. Now we are now in the patriarchal period. It's a lie. In the olden days, until today, it's still matriarchal. But they've made you people think that then, when they hear matriarchal period, meaning women were the king, they were the warriors. They were not. Those were the days women were truly queens ruling. How were they ruling? From the house. Now, let's go to the aspect of prostitution before I go deep into sex. What is prostitution? Our modern day has made prostitution seem bad, but in ancient times it was not. And you guys know that prostitutes were only available to the rich, the priests, the kings, and the noble. Meaning, in the ancient times, boys were up to 90-20 and they've not slept with a woman. And women were up to 18-90-20 and they've not slept with a man. Do you know why? You see, if my wife gives birth to a daughter now, the daughter decides to stay in the house without going out. He stays in the compound, plays in the compound. Before that girl will get to 17, 18, he don't big mature. Because all of our feminine aura is around this vicinity. It nourishes and flourishes her. That is when one of my friends will now come and say, that's your daughter. I will like name my son Maria. Or I go to drive my car, go. See one poor man, the daughter there, they say, madam, that your daughter, I want Maria. I'll give you 28 tubers of yam and one land. And they'll marry out. Then, women, they were not in confinement, but rather, they were protecting the only thing they have that was precious, their private parts. their private part, the private part of a woman is a door to so many places. If, this one never married. This woman, when this Uzih Kishina, if I want to have access to her family's wealth from her father's side and her mother's side and everywhere, like make her go collect all the wealth of her family, not through sex. Hence, men were very particular with men their daughters were marrying into. Because the family you marry into can affect your other family. My wife is an example. But later on, I go to say, na men be wahala. But whatever thing that have befallen mankind was because somebody came to change the cosmos. We were the teachers of mankind. Our ancestors. They will travel to Africa to learn and go back to enforce. But when the Greek came, they became envious. When the Romans came, they became envious. And they didn't go back. They started changing our women. People that were only brothel, building houses for prostitutes to stay, were predominantly Romans and Greek. Because even in the ancient Kemetic world, becoming a prostitute, only one thing can make you a prostitute. You have served her as a virgin, you've been this virgin, and you have walked in the temple. Most men wouldn't want to marry you. So they only use you for rituals. So some of them, when they get tired, they leave, go to the temple, take permission, they leave, and they build their houses at the entrance of the town. So when stranger comes in, they service them. In most cases, when a particular prostitute, they know her in the temple and she has good aura, that is when you now see people in the community go to what? Now when you read your Bible and the Lord told this person, go to that prostitute and marry. Why? Does that not tell you that she must have worked in a Kemetic temple and she has so much good aura that the priest, what did I say? The people that had access to prostitute were only what? Priest, king. So, and your Bible is telling a priest to go and do or marry what? A prostitute. And the idiot guess when they do hook up or leg, go to say, did God not tell anybody, even a prostitute were not married. Men were using them because they have self-deity. The deity has to protect them till they die. So their only work is to bring blessing to the life of the man. That was why, according to the Bible, it was after Jesus encountered the prostitute, his mission skyrocketed when he came to bathe and wash his leg. Mary of Magdala. He's not Mary Magdalene. Magdalene is not his father's name. You guys don't know. Magdalene is not his father's name. Magdalene is like Nigerian. So when you say Itoa or Itoa, so Mary Magdalene is supposed to be Mary the Magdalene. Anybody called Magdalene is someone from Magdala. Magdala is a city like Lekki. If we are to call Magdala in Nigeria today, where you will call is Lagos, Abuja, Benin, and those were the hub of criminals, prostitutes, tax collectors. And what did happen? That was the person Jesus Christ finally went to, even married. And you know that in ancient times, married women were not too comfortable with prostitutes because then they were questioning themselves. Is it my private part, the one blessing my husband, or that prostitute? So in most cases, they were killing the prostitutes. See, you know the work of the role of a man's wife is to maintain order, spiritual order. Most of your husband got to go sleep with one girl outside for blessing to come. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. I get the one that they sleep with if I want money. I know they hide them. I know if you tell my wife the girl name. You know the plenty one that they go out with. But my wife cannot know the particular one that if I need money, I can't tell my wife. She cannot know the particular person, but she can know all the ones I'm having relationship with. She cannot know that particular one that when I want to go to the beach, that's the one I call in the night. But guess what? I'm not stealing. I make them know this is why I'm with you. I make them know. And so they are the only one that can call me any time of the night. My king, I'm hungry. I will send money, 5,000, 10,000. Push you. You know what you do? They will push you, marry one idiot man. When go abuse you. Finally, you can't come out for marriage. As you did, they say, you know what, I'm not married again. They'll come send person come. That person will come finally come put you at a part. Before you see yourself, you've aligned yourself. You will just say that man, not be that man. That the date, that the ancestors when I push you. So they will give you a woman who will just turn your head around, just to mess you up until you find your root. And when you are in that position, oftentimes, they will make you suffer until you hit 30, 31, 32, 33. Then you have only 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 7 years. If you don't get it before 40, forget it. After 40, you are given a grace of 5 years. That grace of 5 years is to save your face. After 45 is end. So when the white man says a fool at 40 is a fool forever, it's not a reason. I told my wife, if you miss it before 40, you cannot. The moment you hit 40 and you are not able to get what you want, just calm down. I tell a woman, the moment you hit 40 and you're not married, anybody will come your way say want marry you, marry him. It doesn't matter whether they not get money. This time around, this is the time you now go back to your ancestors and tell them, I don't fuck up. Please, don't use my error to punish this one. Bless him so I can have enough to serve you till I die. It is that cry they will use to bless that person. The law behind wealth, attraction, it's not in mathematics. It's not in English textbook. It's not in chemistry. It's not in accounting. See, my wife is here. I'm not hiding it. There are some money that she has enjoyed. There's a particular car I bought for her. Now, woman, when me and I meet outside, she is from a deity lineage in Yoruba land here. When I met her, I saw and I went to grab immediately. Like I said, the moment they see their period is out. So prostitution was not something that had bad rapping. Prostitution was the aftermath of a woman who dedicated her life to the gods. But right now, people now do prostitution because there is no money. So prostitution was after, because when they were in the temple, they were not hungry. Men were coming. They were doing all the rituals. And you know that sexual rituals, their wives were not allowed to come in. And the Bible said, the king had a feast and they were marrying. And he told them, I will bring my wife. And he called the wife, come and show yourself to the friend. Why? He was really married to a woman that was beautiful. But there were other women there that were having the orgy, enjoying themselves. He needed to tell them that, do you know that I have a wife that is more beautiful than all of this? And the wife got angry because he knew what was happening. Emotions. And he left. And he got to meet Esther, who understood what it means. And why did Esther accept? Esther's bride price was not paid. Neither was he ever paid in the Bible. Esther came in as a prostitute. They said they prepared her, meaning how to make love, how to dance, how to make people fall. But guess what? She was prepared. You will go in, do all the king says. And Esther said, I will go. But if I go, if I perish, I perish. There is difference between when you want to serve and when you don't want to serve. As a woman, when you decide to serve, some of them, they marry men when they don't want to marry. And as a man, when you marry a woman that you are not under you, it will affect you. So women married men because their age, I don't know, it just come. I just like, say most women will marry a month or 2 months or meet a man they married after a heavy heartbreak from the man they love. 90% of they marry a man because they have a heartbreak for the man they love. But in ancient times, there was nothing like, women were not loving, no. Yes, so women didn't know what is called love. In fact, the first time they said they are showing a form of affection, man and woman, was with Shakespeare's story. The only time in history that they said somebody was in love was the Ptolemy daughter, Cleopatra. And what did it happen? Messed the whole of Egypt up. Now they happy Cleopatra was a queen. I will never give birth to a daughter like Cleopatra. Slept with Mark Antony. Mark Antony died, switched to Caesar, and all his children, they were treated as slaves. They said some were killed and made spectacle of. That I tell people, I will not teach my children about Cleopatra. They will not know about Cleopatra. It's not a woman they should know about. But I will teach them about Isis. I will teach them about Nefertiti. I will teach them about Nefertiti. They reduce you people when the Rome started becoming prince. That was where Ramses was African, but heavily influenced by the Rome. He built his image and the wife was here. But in ancient times, a husband and a wife were equal. Let me tell you, the women were the spiritual aura of the house. The men were the priests. So women were the altars, men were the priests. An altar has no power if there is no priest. Altars speak when sacrifices are made on it. Altar become powerful when you offer sacrifices. When you renew your covenant on an altar, that's when altar keeps speaking. How do you renew your covenant? How do you turn your wife to a money ritual altar? Is your daily service. How do you serve them? Words of affirmation is there. Correcting them. Do you know the women you correct all the time, the tendency of them leaving the marriage very slim. Even women know that when you stop talking to them, stop correcting them, they already know you no longer love them. They know. Are you guys aware that if my wife that is here, they do things just for me to get angry? A woman will literally cry. You see, Muko, Kata go they come from the nose. Like, they cry, they remind you about of you met. The moment you turn your back, you say, I swear, oh God, they tell the truth. In fact, when a woman is actually sad that he has actually offended you, they can no longer cry. They are sober, they will just be quiet. They will be quiet. But the moment that is not the. In fact, it's better for you to marry a woman that does not cry. Women, when not that big cry, they will just tell you the truth. Now they will even love you more. And you see, women, when an altar is not properly served, it starts decaying. When you are not properly served, when the man is not properly serving you, you start decaying. You know what it leads to? Barrenness, sickness, trouble, loss of job, and you become going. And the moment, women, you guys are smart, you know, the moment you find out that things are off, call the man, talk to the man, and the man not agree. Poison her, kill her, become a widow, not kill anybody. I'll kill anybody if I say, Lord, this is the teach. But the question here is that, now, another person's son be that. Because the more you linger, the more poverty come, the more trouble come, the more you start borrowing money. It's better you walk. If you come and meet me as a woman, my marriage is not good, I'm planning of leaving, I'll say, no, leave. Is it because he's sleeping with women? Leave him. Just make him happy. Here's your husband. Okay, good. Just make him happy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be what? Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Or I'll face the men. Women, if I only listen, you guys can listen. Now, when it comes to the body of your wife, how do you sexually draw abundance from her? Like I said before, your woman is the goddess sky. Rain does not fall until the skies are charged. And when the skies are charged, there are three things that happen. Water comes in. Light is emanated. Sound. What did I say? Water, light, and sound. When a woman is highly aroused and you are making real love, let's use the word soul sex with her, you can't, they say, if I didn't make love, I'm not a big shout, you decrease. You never make love. You will hear her scream. You see her body vibrate as if someone say, it be like say electric enter my body. And she will be all total wet. That is the sky. Having a casual sex with your wife is killing her aura. When you need money in your life, when you need growth in your life, the things you do to bring that money becomes part of you. You can't get angry to the extent that, no, it becomes part of you. And there are times I want some breakthrough, some kind of thing, some kind of job may just come around. And I want to make love to my wife, may I get her. And my wife, they do any year. I go try day one, day two, day three. The thing is not forthcoming. Oh man, I'm not coming back. I'm sleeping out. Because one day that passes, money no enter my hand. 2 days that pass, money, poverty don't come. Like poverty don't come. So marrying to you should not bring poverty to me. When I have a lot of women, more than 1 billion women around the street, prepare the body of your wife before sexual intercourse. And one of the most powerful sexual exercise you can have with your woman, and as a man, as a woman, you can have with your man, is what is called soul sex. Do you know that the body of a woman, each is a separate deity? Romance is now monetized. Money bouquet. A woman, I've seen most married women that date other married men that have money, that will arrange their own birthday parties with money bouquet in their own husband's house. The others are, I say, you get one work when I do. And a lot of them, they will like what they make it be say they get one work catering for corner when they do. Or they say something online. Somebody bought something. So romance. So you can see that women can do anything, make it be say what? Money day for them to do what they do. That is why as a man, don't give more than what you are earning to your wife. But when you give to your wife, make her understand that it's coming from a place of worship. Don't start what you cannot. Me now, I started with cars. It's because I know I can afford it. Do you know the only way I can show my wife say I did romantic is pay for her hair, buy her car. Now we don't enter houses. The money they for bank. The money I have to give my wife, buy motor for her. Now she too big. I know they hide that they talk. Are you guys ready now? Oh. Yes, sir, we are listening. Oh, my this thing is not here. I wanted to read from Nima Sedani, chapter 6, verse 1 to 35. The first part was, Oga, mute your mic. The first part was Isis calling forth Osiris. After Isis called forth Osiris, your wife, your sister wife is here. Then Nephthys called on Osiris. Your maiden, your beloved, your sister beloved is here. You need to read the incantation when Osiris was. And if you read that part of the Nima Sedanim, it's one of the psalms you can read to actually invoke your dead brother and talk to the spirit. That was how Osiris was invoked. After they invoked Osiris finished, he entered a body. What was the next thing that happened? Sex. She had sex with the body for her to get pregnant, to give birth to. So Isis had intercourse with the spirit, which was what we now call the Immaculate Conception. That was where Mary and Jesus. And so when Isis was pregnant, according to the tales, people were wondering, who must she have slept with? So the pregnancy of Horus was hidden from the face of men until Horus was born on the 10th month. That's why most people children are born for 10th month. They are not ordinary children. The moment you pass 9, 10 upward, not be ordinary children. That means they are preparing you. Horus was in the womb. When we call 10th month, it's not according to our days. Horus was in the womb for more than 1,000 years, hidden, prepared, cooked. And when he came out, the first task was to do what? Kill the one that killed his father. Who did he work with? Thoth. He had to go and meet Thoth to learn wisdom first. Because you can't go and kill a trickster. He controls the desert. And do you know, the moment Horus was born, Seth was the king. They told him, the one that will kill you has been born. Isis had to take Horus and run away. Just as they threw Jesus and Copy. And I tell people, some of the things I say now, if you guys has heard it before now, we're not going to make mistake. And that is why I tell my wife, my children, you have to. When I became deep in the spirit, then I realized why our ancestors, some of them, they didn't want to give birth to daughters. Because waiting woman, the work of a woman, the role of a woman, both in the spirit and the physical realm, is a major reason it became a compulsory task for men to treat them with absolute care. Prophet Muhammad said, she is like a breakable ornament. When an ornament is something very precious, when it becomes breakable, you hold it with what? Extra care. But guess what, women? Person when they cut hair, say a man, is that a breakable ornament? When you want to act the role of a man, are you breakable? You're not breakable now. When you become independent, you are no longer precious, you are no longer breakable. If I tell this Uzih now, say, stand up, you know the next one he go do? Wash. Most women, I don't know whether he do it today, self. Before woman go dance for camera, una don't see me. Man show na wetin I do now. You do like this. They shake hands. Before woman go put TikTok, before I go put camera for front, make you dance for TikTok, before I go do the next thing, not showing you. But you guys didn't know that your sexual attraction as a woman, where? Your breast, your yanshabi, is your hair. Your breasts are supposed to be covered. They are not your sexual attraction. They are your altars. When you open your cleavages, you are opening, it's like me opening this door for people to be seeing where I'm doing ritual. You go Kija Shira and say, where did they do the main thing? Did they open them? I told my wife, I said, when I come here, even when you cannot complain about this one when you wear, I complained. I am the reminder. You are goddess Rezi. In ancient times, you guys cannot even see herself. You should see my wife once a year. She should be indoor. That when you want to see, when you want to see goddess Rezi, you come to the door and you knock. She had her maidens around. Goddess, if you say come in, now go bow. I saw goddess Rezi. How does she look like? This woman. That was how it used to be. Your breasts. So imagine, person don't see your cleavage. You don't show everything. Then your husband now comes, stay on top of you, come perform all the soul sex Uzih has taught, and nothing happened because the sacred place is no longer sacred. Your attractive part that the gods allow you to show that you are beautiful was only your hair. And the moment you get married, it was told, cover it, because you are no longer trying to attract men. Your sacred place, your breast, your nyash. If you say I dey lie, when you give birth to daughters, the way they come towards your breast is minimal than when you give birth to sons. Whereas when you give birth to daughters, the way men, the way your daughter fumble themselves around you is different than the way your sons come. These are natural laws that the gods has placed on human right from birth. Why do we have Oseba Gbaliku? Because Oseba covers you. You know what's called Oseba? Is the first rapper you tie as a woman. Ogbaliku dishape you. Did you get it? Did you guys get it? Oseba covers you. And when it covers you, all your shape and your hip shows. Gbaliku is always tied loosed to dishape you. So after you don't tie the name, when you open your other one, you just there anyhow. So nobody will know how your shape day. Why was it so? I'm not asking a question, it's rhetorical. Your body is sacred, is what we are saying every day. But you don't know. The moment you will see, imagine. I said, was it not last week I was going through my wife and I saw my wife picture, and when we were doing marriage, you know what I did? Instantly, in this office, say, Anubis, please forgive us. This was ignorant. And I went to my wife's Facebook page and started deleting all the picture that could share her. Like, no, see, because I did talk, there are men that are so perverts that must have gone to my wife's Facebook page and they would download the picture. I'm a man, I'm telling you what we did when we were small. They will be zooming towards the breast cleavage. Yes! I'm telling you what is happening. I'm saying it. No, we are sexually created. That is what we want. So you see, we pursue a woman that is modestly covered and marry her. But the one that put the breast outside, we just want to test and see how it be. And most men, after we don't knock them finish, now this one safe, that's the end. Except you will come play the game well for us. Even no matter you won't mind the yash, which it not go day. So you see, at the end of the day, when what you are supposed to cover is now what's supposed to be sacred is now open. Frankly, they distract me. Will they do video call? Okay, they watch me. Okay. When it's supposed to be sacred, you now put it out. What happened? The man can no longer get this thing. A lot of people will watch this movie now and say, "Oga, go check whether you don't get HIV/AIDS." So, ask my wife here. I'm the only person that will go and do HIV test without ever being scared. Without ever. The highest infection I have carried in my life. What is it? UTI. It's not UTI. And they call it a coliform, which could come as a result of lifestyle. As you know, I just stand up now. As I did say, I'm in severe pain. Peace, they hold me now. And when you hold peace for a long time, it creates bacteria, which is the E. coli. That is the highest sickness that we have. Syphilis. Where they come from? Number one, I'm a spirit being, so I know how to throw away sickness from body. people are over there. Let me show you guys. Are you guys seeing it? When I can't see now, when I sit down there.
What are we looking at?
Nudes. Are you seeing it?
And you were saying if a woman does not cover his husband, the husband will be killed.
Easily, 100%.
What about those that are not married?
Their mother is there.
If their mother is late,
That's when they are even more powerful to cover you. When your mother is late, that's when she is more powerful to cover you. The day you marry, that coverage is your wife.
if the wife can't get her giving God,
Good. That is when, as a man, you have to make sure that you contain. A woman you cannot contain will cause wahala. She becomes a whole. Things start happening to you. You will not be able to know. No mother earth, mother sky. So this is nude being covered. Are you seeing? This is nude. This is different day. This is ma'at. Are you seeing? This is Hathor. This is Isis. This is Ma'at. Isis have the snake on the forehead. I mean, who have snake for forehead? Good. So are you seeing? These are different arts. Geb. See the wife over him. And it's not only in Africa. Geb and Nut is in India, where it is the sky. When you see this star, a woman with breast and a man down earth. This is not the first time. But you see, at the end of the day, they say women are this, women are this. You guys reduce yourself to nothing. Now, do you know what women are doing themselves now? Because you reduce yourself to the earth. What is earth? Earth is the only place you see barrenness. Earth can be barren.
dry.
If the water doesn't, earth can be barren. But right now, do you know men are now, sir, you know that men succeed better without wife now? Yes. Men are not succeeding without wives, without women. Men are not happier. Men who marry in marriage, they are unhappy, and when they leave, they don't want to marry again. Their concubine is giving them, you know why concubine is giving them more happiness? Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know why? There is no soul tie. He is in control. Geb has many wives, but Nut is the first wife, and it's Nut that is covering. So I told my wife, the day I can no longer contact, the day you come between me and my call, out, because then I am putting myself in danger. That is why in Isoko, man feel go sleep around, nothing happen. But the moment the woman just go out, except the man don't know. If the man don't know, nothing will happen. No, but nothing. The man not go die. But things start going bad. But there are malicious spirits. There are no, okay. The idea of men giving their wife as a gift, we have it in ancient times. But those wives they were giving out were not their first wives. Yes. They were their concubines. Like as my wife, I can't give my wife out as a gift. But I can give out my second wife, third wife. So they had many concubines. And there are some wives among their wives that they cannot give out that are there. The rest are concubines they give out.
But the queen is to serve only you, while the other wives are to serve you.
Okay.
If you happen to summon any of these deities, okay, let's come to not the old gods, the new gods now. If you happen to summon them, you know, a lot of people practicing African spirituality, they worship Eshu, they worship Songo, they worship Boromila, and they worship Ologun. If you happen to summon any of them and you want them to do your bidding, is it the same thing that those people who worship them? Is it the same, like the requirement they want? Is it the same thing that they will ask you to bring to?
Deity don't ask you for anything. You give them. But there are some certain things that are very unique to them that they like. You must know. The question here is this. Those things they said they are unique. What are the evidence that those are the things they want? Was it documented on stone? Was it a oral history? Oral history are full of lies. They change with time. Hence, when I met Shango, his requirement was praises. Shango does not take food, takes nothing, only praises. Same with Amadioha. If you worship Amadioha, you can't eat ram or goat or kill animal. Because when Amadioha is going for war, he does not go with human army. He goes with animals who does not have empathy. Hence, ram is his symbol. Because when ram wants to go to fight, he does not. A ram son can fight his own father. Yes. So Amadioha move with animal, with elephant, with tiger for war. So you can't kill. But people sacrifice animal to worship Amadioha. Oshu, Yoruba people are here. Shift small. Okay, come this side. Oshu, the Yoruba deity. What do they use in worshiping her? Fanta. This. Since when did our ancestors started drinking the drink that was created over there? But here we use all wine. We use all wine. We use expensive wine. And they tell you something, because Fanta is sweet. What about honey? Is honey not sweet? Okay, I will talk about that. Let me talk about the first one. Now, what you guys say that our ancestor brought a deity is likened to be harvest moon water ritual. The moon water ritual, the Sedanibo ritual, the Jota ritual. I want to do business and I went somewhere and the gods revealed, do this ritual. And as your children begin to do it, their business will grow. What is the ritual? Sedanibo ritual. As time goes on, Sedanibo ritual is no longer like a ritual. It's not like a deity. That is what some of you, what you guys call deities in Igbo land are not deities. They are rituals. That is why they are placed at the back of the house where people will not see, at the corner of the house, what is needed to serve. And then you call the thing. What did you call that thing first thing? What do you call it first name? What does it mean? What does it mean? That spirit taking will not come. So that thing was not a deity. It's a force. It's a ritual that a force. Like when you do the Jota ritual and you squeeze the paper and you throw like that. It's just like you on generator. You can't put naked wire everywhere. Make people not enter your house. If person not go shock them, is that thing a deity? No, it's a phenomenon that chase people away. When you put police around your place, dogs to protect your house, are those dogs deity? No, they are protective measures. And sometimes you can. Do you know there are deities you send to protect your deity? Your main. There are some rituals in culture you say to protect your deity from leaving you, because you must have looked for this deity trouble. They are coming for you. And that's why I tell you guys, once in a while, pull your bead, put inside water, put salt to re-energize it. The bead, that's sort of normal one. You are not to say there is a way you treat your bead and the spirit is gone. That was why the moment this house was completed, so many of them were rushing down. Please, give us a room, give us a room, give us a room, give us a room. And I said, the person when get the house, now go allow the one when they enter. And guess what? Gabe and Nut, look at the time they are coming in. first by the time they came. But guess what? They are not the last one. Ammon and this person is coming. Amnet is coming. Oloku is outside. Oloku is actually everywhere. Oloku is what you are seeing over. It's the water we are going this evening now. We may not go again. Oh. We didn't come out the tent. We remodeled. We will remodel it. Any other question?